Vikram and Vetal's story. 3. The Three Princes and the Princess. On a dark night, King Vikramaditya pulled the body carrying the Vetal off the tree and began his journey. The Vetal laughed and said, "Vetal, Vikram, to keep yourself entertained, let me tell you a story. But remember, if you know the answer and do not speak, your head will burst. And if you speak, I'll fly back to my tree. Still, do you want to listen?" Vikram, "Speak, Vetal. I am not afraid." The story, long ago, there was a wise and noble king who had a beautiful daughter. Many princes sought her hand, but the king promised her only to a man who was worthy. One day, the princess fell sick with a strange illness. The best physicians failed to cure her, and soon she died. The entire kingdom mourned her. 3 princes, who loved her deeply, were heartbroken. Each behaved differently. The first prince. He collected her ashes and bones, placed them in a sacred urn, and traveled everywhere, worshipping them with devotion. He believed that if her remains were safe, she would never be forgotten. The second prince. He was a man of learning. He studied ancient scriptures and discovered a powerful mantra that could restore life. He dedicated his time to preparing the ritual that might bring the princess back. The third prince. He became a hermit, building a small hut near her grave. Every day, he guarded it, lighting lamps, sweeping the ground, and keeping watch, as though the princess might awaken one day. The miracle years later, the second prince completed his studies and returned. With his mantra, he performed a great ritual. Suddenly, the princess's body reformed, and she came back to life, more radiant than before. All 3 princes were overjoyed. But soon, an argument broke out. The first prince said, "I preserved her remains. Without me, she could never have been restored." The second prince argued, "I gave her back her life. Without me, she would still be dead." The third prince declared, "I protected her all these years. Without me, there would be no body to revive." Each claimed, "The princess belongs to me." Vetal's riddle. At this point, the Vetal stopped and asked, "Vetal, King Vikram, tell me, which of the 3 princes truly deserved to marry the princess?" Think carefully, for the answer is not easy. Vikram's answer. Vikram replied calmly, "The second prince may have given her life, but he only used knowledge he learned from others. The first prince only preserved her ashes, but the third prince showed true love and loyalty. He gave up everything and lived near her grave, protecting her when there was no hope. Therefore, the princess rightfully belongs to the third prince." The end. The Vetal clapped and laughed. "Ha ha ha, you are right, Vikram. But since you opened your mouth, I am free again." And with that, the Vetal slipped off Vikram's shoulders and flew back to the tree, leaving the king to chase him once more. Morale. True love is not proven by magic or rituals, but by loyalty, sacrifice, and devotion.
Please like, share and subscribe for more interesting videos.